All right, here goes the vlog. As you can see right here, it says that Oregon is cougar country. A little bit sketchy and scary as I begin to start my run. This is called Amanda's Trail. You can see the ocean out here, and I need to put this away in my backpack. Shoot. And I'll begin this run here. You can see here, people have lived on this land for about 10,000 years. European explorers arrived. It was populated by the Yashaik people. Yashaik for thousands of years. This trail here talks about, or is considered the Oregon Trail of Tears. It's kind of a sad story. Hopefully we'll make it to Amanda's statue and we can learn a little bit more about it at that point. I'm about to grab my old man helpers here with my hand. Here we go. Here goes nothing. First time ever vlogging a hike or a run. I'm try and run up this as much as I can. Watch out for cougars. I have a big knife in my pocket or in my backpack, but who knows if that will be something that's sufficient if I get attacked by a cougar. Oh shoot, I have to start putting this on my watch. I need to, I gotta make sure I log this. It's not an indoor walk, it's not an outdoor walk. Outdoor run. All right, here we go. Whew. Let's try this again. Here we go. Feel good. One of the things about running on the coast versus in Utah is I can breathe pretty easily here. Not good. Not a good start. Not a good start. Let's try that again. Wow. Nope. It's not supposed to be bouncing so much. I'll have to edit that out. I have hiked this before a few years ago, but I did not try to trail run it. But I just love these mountains here outside of Yahat. Beautiful vegetation. This is actually probably my first trail run ever, really. I've always been a hiker, never really a trail runner. Feels good though. Ooh. Yeah. was hoping for more fog. When there's fog through these trees, it's even more amazing. If I would have come out a little bit earlier, there would have been more fog. You can see the statues of the bears. Hopefully there's no bears here. Hopefully no cougars. This is my first time ever running using trekking poles. It's kind of nice. Make sure I'm not getting stalked. Sometimes it's nice when you have company, see other people out on the trail. Somebody's driveway. I can't say enough about how beautiful Oregon is, though. That's why we pay to come here. All right. Short little jog here to this spot. As you can see, the bridge. We'll come down here. You can kind of see the story. All right, Mandas Trail of Sorrow. Indians ran away from the coast reservation on a regular basis, longing for their home, fleeing starvation and abuse by Indian agents. Military was called upon to round up these runaway Indians and return them to the reservation. Lieutenant Louise Herzer of Company D, 4th California Infantry, led a detachment to Coos Bay in the spring of 1864 to retrieve runaways. Subagent Amos Harvey accompanied the lieutenant and his men to order the arrest of the Indians that for a long time had been infesting the settlement of Coos Bay. Stealth was a required element for successfully catching their game, squaws, bucks, half-breeds born out of wedlock. Corporal Royal Bensel was on that mission. He kept a detailed journey relating the story of Amanda DeQuees, a blind Coos woman living with a white settler. This is excerpts from his journal. Up Coos River, 25 miles today, after some Indians find at the head of Tidewater a small ranch owned by one DeQuees, who had a pretty little girl, some 8 years old. We got 2 squaws and a buck. After getting in the boat, I was surprised to hear one of the squaws, old and blind, ask me, "Let me see my little Julia." I complied with this parental demand and was shocked to see this little girl throw her arms about old Amanda DeQuees' neck and cry, "Dear Mama." DeQuees refused to marry Amanda, which would have saved her from internment. He promised Bensel to school Julia. Next, we have taken among the rest several infirm squaws, which the agent proposes leaving behind to die because he says it will cost so far to transportation. Lieutenant Herzer informed the agent if the squaws were left, he would report him. May 5th, break camp, strike directly across the sand hills. 1 squaw carries all her belongings and 2 children. Harvey furnishes 1 horse when we need 4. This horse packs 2 old squaws. By 4 o'clock, the advance reached Winchester Bay, and from that time till dark, they came in by 2s and 3s. The rear guard bringing in the old Fatty and Amanda. May 7th, only 10 miles today. The whole day's travel reminded me of a funeral procession, so slow and solemn did we go. First one old woman would curl up in the sand, then another, then a general halt, during which the mothers would suckle their children. Finally, out of patience, I would cry, "Hurry, go." It generally took 20 minutes to get started. Some of the guard, more irritable than me, swore terrifically. May 10th, this coastal along the route today seems volcanic, rough, ragged, burnt rock, here and there a light rock, which I called pumice stone. Amanda, who was blind, tore her feet horribly over these ragged rock, leaving blood sufficient to track her by. One of the boys led her around the dangerous places. I cursed Indian agents generally, Harvey particularly. By 12, we reached the agency. The great gate swung open, and I counted the Indians as they filed in, turned them over to the agent, and God knows we all left relieved. During the first 12 years of the 15 years of the ALSI sub-agency's existence, half the native population died of starvation, exposure, disease, and abuse. The ALSI sub-agency was closed in 1875. No further information is known about Amanda or if she was able to be with her daughter Julia again. And so this statue right here is in memorial of Amanda, and you can see the statue as we come over here to this area, and people have made some offerings and whatnot. It's a cool little shrine to Amanda and others. It's a story of conquest, as it always has been here in the United States. It's kind of a very sad story, but at least the trail remains to honor her memory. And the trail is great. It's a beautiful trail. Many people come and learn about her. So I'll keep my run going here along the bridge. I don't know how much further I'll go. Ooh, the bridge is quite bouncy. Suspension bridges have never been my strong point. I don't know how much further we'll go. I mean, I feel good, but I do have to return. This trail will lead all the way to the top of Cape Perpetua, the day use area, for those who are in better shape than me. think there's a... Oof. Wow. This gets a little sketchy. Uphill. It's getting me a workout. I don't like hearing things. No, I haven't finished my workout. Whew. Shoot. I'm gonna be done here. Take off my heavy clothing. I'm sweating like crazy, but I just wanted to show the trail more than anything. I've only gone 3/4 of a mile since the beginning of the trail, but it seems like a lot longer than that. But like I said, I'm hearing things in the bushes and it's scaring me.